What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're down here at Austin's shop, Drag Wire Solutions. Got some work to do on the race car. He's been messing with it a little bit. Check it out, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit Austin up for any of your wiring needs. He does a lot of stuff. I did a video on it a couple videos back. Go check that video out if you have not seen it. Does awesome work. Drag Wire Solutions. Appreciate it, guys. And I know you guys have been waiting on a new t-shirt, so here you go. We just got one designed in nitrous you trusted, but your ass got busted. Go to the website, pick it up, turbojohnracing.com. All right, guys, so we rolled down here real fast. They've been messing with this one a little bit, got other stuff to finish up. Austin, how are you?
Doing good, man.
Are you having a good time today?
It's a lot better today.
It's a little cool.
I'm beating the heat today.
It's a little cooler in the shop today than what it was yesterday.
It was tough the other day,
Yeah, man, when we were here the other day, it was brutal. Look, I was coming up here to do some other stuff on the car. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And I walked right by the car, and Austin was like, dude, we got the injector harness done. And you can't even, like, it's amazing, like we talked about, when the injector, when things are wired properly, it almost looks like it's not there.
You can't see it.
I mean, like right here, looking through the camera, I mean, you just can't even see it. I mean, it's pretty cool. So this is something a little bit different. And I didn't know if it was going to work out or not, but I turned the injectors in toward the intake. Seems like it worked out pretty good. I mean, got plenty of room, got plenty of clearance.
Plenty of room to get your valve covers off.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping. I mean, because the valve covers, I mean, you know, these go on and off a lot versus anything on the inside here, you don't really do it. Now, I guess if the injectors are a little closer to the flange or something, probably you wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
But I mean, or if it was at an angle.
Worked out really good on this one.
Yeah, this one worked out great. So I'll make sure when I upgrade intakes, when I put the race flow development, I'm gonna make sure my guy that does it, he's got to do it the same way,
Exactly. Yeah,
right? Make sure it fits, which he's going to do that custom. So I mean, that'll be okay. So yeah, man, Austin's kicking tail. So like I said, go check them out, Drag Wire Solutions. We're going to be, I caught a bunch of slack on Forrest. The videos ended up being a little longer than I anticipated. We were going to combine Scarlett Solutions, Forrest's video with Austin's, but it was, we got so much content, I decided to just split it. And boy, there was some people not happy that I didn't talk to Forrest.
I know, left them out.
I left them out, but we included them. So if y'all didn't see that one, go check that one out too. We're going to do all the Scarlett Solution sensors on this one. So we're going to have travel sensors, all the transducers, all the PSI sensors, everything that he has, we're going to put on here. So I'm really excited. It's going to be really cool. I didn't realize, talking with him, that a lot of the sensors I use, like the cheapos, are the dry ceramic.
Right.
I didn't know what the difference was, honestly. I was just buying like real cheap sensors, and real cheap sensors, real cheap sensors, $15, $20 sensors, they just don't tend to last very long. Austin uses a lot of sensors. He can get you whatever name brand you want. So he can hook you up when you get a car wired up through him. So I appreciate him doing all that. Let me show you what we got going on. So one of the things we had some problems with, I ordered some parts and pieces. So there's the oil feed down there, and you notice it's a little tight. So he was thinking about putting the bulkhead fitting right here, but after looking at it, the way this thing is going to lay out with the harness here, and then, or this harness here, and then you got all this, it's probably going to work out better not to do that. Yeah. So what are you thinking?
I believe we're going to move it back over here.
Smooth
then
it up
run
there.
your harness over and then branch it out.
Now look, something I didn't think about till right now, the windshield piece is not in it. So the windshield's going to be up here. So
It's not coming all the way.
I was gonna say, yeah, the windshield will be. Shoot, I should have brought that piece. I think the windshield's gonna go.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
So we can probably go on top. Well, you have to figure it out. I guess we'll.
Yeah, we'll lay it all out.
Yeah, we'll lay it out and figure out what works best. Well, it's going to work out good for us. Just got to figure it all out. And you know, ideally, all that would be in when we bring it to Austin, so he can get final assembly. But for zippy ties and wire nuts. Look, I did have a couple people talk about we need that big blue wire nut. It's got to be somewhere. We got to put it somewhere on the car. So it's that's good. Yeah, I mean, hey man, we're the wire nut king. We could name this car the wire nut, the nut.
We'll put it around the top of the roof.
Do like the old beer can back in the day, super glue it to the wing. Remember how they used to do that? Everybody, me included, when I first saw it, I was like, dude, there's a drink on the back of the car. No, I don't know if that was just a local thing, but that happened a lot here. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So look what we got going on today. So we need to measure drive shaft length. So drive shaft length, you can see this drive shaft is going to be really short. Drive shaft is short in this one, but what I needed to do before we put the order to drive shaft, I needed to get a yoke. My other yoke was in the fire it brines. So we got us another yoke. This is a Moser yoke. So we're going to stick it in and we're going to measure it. Basically, when this goes in the back of the transmission, you bottom it out in there and then you pull it out about an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Depends on your preference. But one of the things you have to check when you're doing drive shaft length is you need to check it at ride height, which it is now. And then I need to put a jack under the body, jack the car up so the rear end falls. And sometimes this will slide forward or backwards. It kind of depends on how the suspension is set up. But the key thing is you don't want it to go, if it goes in, you don't want it to bottom out. And if it pulls out, of course, you don't want to have it so far out that it pulls out of the transmission. So we're going to do that real fast. And everybody knows the drive shaft's short. So we're going to tell them how short it is. So this is, I'm going to show you all the actual measurements. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to try to figure out how I can explain the importance of a short drive shaft, especially like in a no prep car. Mid plate placement, you hear people all the time, Big Chief and all those guys have a certain number they want from the mid plate to the rear end. Obviously, the further you can move this motor back, the better it's going to generally behave. And if you notice, it's a big block behind the spindles on a Mustang, and it's pretty far back. And most of the time that just doesn't happen. But it's about leverage. I'm going to try to come up with a way, and I'm going to show you with some scales. So let's stick this in real fast, and then we're going to go ahead and measure it, and I'll show you what it is. All right, guys, movie magic. We just went through the drive shaft length. Let me show y'all real fast. This is insane. First, before we show you, I want y'all to guess. Put in the comments what you think the drive shaft length is. So this is the yoke. So the yoke is slid out 1 inch. It's slid out 1 inch out of the back of the transmission. And so the way you measure this, that cap bolts on. So from the center of that cap to the center of that cap, or to the half brake point. It's basically center of the U-joint to the center of the U-joint. Here, let's do this real fast. Y'all gonna flip out when y'all see this. Hang on. All right. All right, guys, so Austin is back there holding it on the face of the half yoke, which you can't really see, but that's where he's at, and I've got it up here. So if you guessed about 34.5 inches, you were correct. And we did check it when we went up and down. Basically, we jacked up the back of the car, and jacking up the back of the car, the rear end come down, and it went into the transmission just a tad. But you can see right on that cap, it's just a little bit less than 34.5. Wow, that is insane. That is less than what I thought. I was thinking it was going to be like 35, 36. 34.5 inches. No, that's right. Yeah, I assumed that they, we ain't had a drive shaft made in a long time.
Right.
But if it's by the inch, we're good. We just save money.
Right. It's half off.
We are definitely not going to do a carbon fiber drive shaft right now. We're going to just do a regular drive shaft. So hopefully that's going to work out good. Let me show you what else we got going on. I pointed to it a minute ago. I bought a couple things. Our oil feed is down here, real hard to get to. There's a spot on the block over here. This is a Dart Big M, but that spot there is not going all the way in. So that is a problem. We ordered a couple pieces. So it's a 1/4 inch. So we're going to have to 1/4 inch pipe. So we're going to have an adapter. But this come from All Star, and it's going to fit. We're going to need a little bit of an extension. And basically what it's going to do is go like right here. So we need like a 2-inch extension. I'm going to also have to machine this down just a little bit. I've got a little mini lathe at the house, so we'll just machine it down. There's another one that I got too. This one is from Fragola, and this one is machined down, but the problem is that one's way too short. So, oh look, you know what? I might could get an adapter to go from this to that. Oh, I can. That's all I got to do.
All right. Go right on top of it.
Yeah. And then this one's already machined down, right? Because it would go just like, or well, it'd go the other way, like that.
Yeah, like that.
So number 4 female to a. No, I don't think I want to do that.
I don't know if I've seen an adapter goes from 1/8 to -4.
Yeah, I don't.
There might be.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be the easiest thing to do is to use this one and then just get us a pipe extension, like a 2-inch pipe extension, and then we'll measure it. And then I think that's going to be good to go there, right here. And then 2 inches will be just above that, and then we'll put the oil pressure sensor coming out right in front of right above the intake. I am going to also do the firewall piece up here to protect, to finish the firewall, and it's going to be mounted on the inside here versus on the outside. So if we need to access something there, we can do it. So that's going to work. That piece right there is going to work with a little extension and trim that down a little bit. So I think we'll be in good shape there. So that's a good thing. All right, guys, well, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Appreciate Austin working this in and fitting this thing up. We got some parts to order. Got a few things to finish up, but I think we're going to be okay. This thing is going to be killer. Don't forget, go sub to Austin's YouTube channel. Go check him out on Facebook if y'all need something wired. And also go hit up Scarlet Solutions, hit up Forrest if you need some sensor stuff. Appreciate it, guys. See y'all.